Hello, Simon Frog here. Roving reporter.
Are you messing with the mic? Why are you wearing the mic? Simon. Honestly, I don't know. Right, you can sit there now with the mic on. Right. This video is another mad Lady and the Frogs video where we sort through Lego. So if you don't like Lego, you won't like this video. This is my next quest. I'm wondering what that quest is. That looks like some quest that was forgotten about. I have a lot of Lego here which is kicking around and I need to start sorting through it. But this is all bagged up and I think it may be clean, may not be clean. I'm going to have a look now. I think I'm probably going to be washing it. Not quite sure. It's like with a lot of these job lots of Lego, you end up with other people's hair in it. Yeah, it's got hair in it. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to be washing it. It's all vintage. So I've got one job lot that I've bought, and then I've got a few base plates that I've bought elsewhere. This is from the El Dorado Castle. Let's just move you because the light is peculiar. Yeah, so this is the baseboard for the El Dorado Castle. That's some baseboard that I must have... I remember bidding on this auction because I was in the street at the time. But I think this is a bit too modern for the sort of stuff which I have here. Loads of other base plates here. An extraordinary amount of them. I have Legorado stuff here, so it means that I can have a look at some of the other bits that I've got. And this suggests that I have the airport set. From my previous video, you will have noticed that I did have some spares that needed this base plate. And this one has come with loads of these. So hopefully there's going to be something like that in here. I don't know where all the instructions have gone. I had a whole load of instructions with this. They're here. That's what this box is. Let's just bring this over. Right, so I have lots and lots of instruction manuals that go with this. And hopefully some of these will tally to what I have. Hopefully. So base plates that I just showed you go with this one. These are all from the 1990s. This is one of the first sets I actually ever bought. So I'll probably be keeping that out of sentimentality, because the thing that got me into Lego reselling was when I emptied the loft at my parents, because they kept going on at me about the fact that I'd left all this Lego in the loft and hadn't managed to start the breeding program and to give all this Lego to the child that hasn't been born. So I took it all out and I sold most of it, and then I realised how much money you could get for Lego. So it sort of switched me back on to the fact that buying job lots of Lego is actually now really easy, because you've got websites like Toys Period and Bricklink and other things that you can just type in the numbers on the bottom of Lego and pull them up. So I've got this. This is definitely from the 90s. Never had that. Obviously, I was a teenager in the 90s. I wasn't playing with Lego. That one is 80s. This I've never had, but I think that one's 90s. So I'm really hopeful that the majority of these things are going to be in this. They're going to be, for the amount of money that I've spent on this. That one is one of the very, very first ones from the early 70s, I would say that one was. No, it says 1981 on the back. It says 1985 on that. I mean, although I had a lot of Lego, I had to patiently wait to have them for Christmas and birthdays. You know, I would have to be, you know, very picky. The things that I would be able to buy were like this, and I used to go into Co-op department store and generally buy stuff like this. I think this one is 1979. 1979. Amazing how you learn this stuff. That should be early 90s. Let's see if I'm right. I've only just started learning all of this stuff in the last 2 years. 1990. That's just about as early 90s as you can get. I have some of these Ghost minifigures which I bought in another job lot. So you're going to get a bit bored with this, but there's absolutely loads there. So, you know, not to keep boring you, I'll just show you the last one there, which is a big set. That one says 1985. I wasn't really interested in firefighter stuff. I had a hospital, a police station and castles. So, got a random box there and all these other things. So I'm going to now sort through this Lego and see exactly what I've got and actually start to get some of the money back which I've spent in this, because I've spent £120 on this, which is too much. I do not suggest that anybody goes and does that unless they really know what they're doing. I will say this, is that I have a whole load of these base plates. So I know from previous experience that I can sell a decent bundle of about 8 of them, which I've got more than that. I've got several of these other, but these base plates will go, I mean, that's the pirate set, Forbidden Island, and other things. So I know that I can get £50 back on that. I know that if I have that, I can get £50 for that. Unfortunately, I don't have the instructions. That castle that I showed you, I have minifigures for that. I know that there's very few minifigures that come with this. This is all the minifigures that are with this set, and there's not nearly enough for all the instructions you've seen there, but I do have a lot of spares. This woman was originally asking £170, so I did negotiate down, but I know there's not enough of these guys to complete that castle. However, I know that I also have a lot of castle spares, so if I can get that castle done, it's an easy £100, if not £150 for the castle that we're talking about. And this has most definitely been loft bound for a while, because it's all broken elastic bands and other things. So let's get on with it. this is all the stuff sorted now. Bit disappointing because there is blatantly no full sets here. However, I have, as you know, way too much Lego. So I'll show you what I've done with regards to sorting. These are sloped sections, singular bricks. These are weird grooved bricks and open bricks. Hinge type things, grills, Technics. For some reason, there is literally no wheels and car bases. You see, that's one of the things that points to the fact that a lot of this stuff isn't here, because that needs a car. That needs a car base. That needs a car base and a jack. And so does that. These are the things that I am working on. I'm pretty sure that I've got the stuff for these. I'm really quite confident with these. However, yeah, no wheels. But wheels are my problem. I have a drawer that's overflowing with wheels, so much so that I can't open it. And that pink bag there is filled with wheels, so I will have it. I've got to have it. Lots of windows here. The thing that I've just been faffing around doing is trying to find Velux windows with actual glass to fit in it. This is one that I'm doing an inventory of at the moment. As you can see, I seem to have started filming. I was waiting for the washing machine to finish, and now I'm filming at a point where oh yes, Weetabix Townhouse is not available on here. I think. Oh right, okay. Bricklink has given up the ghost, so I'll have to find the inventory for this on Bricklink. So I don't know why this is called the Weetabix House exactly, but you know, I'm gonna do the stuff that I've got the instructions for. And like I said, look how nice these instructions are. They smell new. They've got no damage at all, so they're really nice condition. Yeah, so bricks, plates, studs, and this is quite cool. This is what makes me think that these are in such lovely condition, on top of the fact that the instructions are in really nice condition. These are exactly how you get them out of the parcel. So a lot of these sets have never been made up. And considering that these are late 80s, early 90s sets, the fact that they've never actually assembled them is quite something. It's also got these, which are the plumes that you get on the castle. I remember having mine like this, still in the, you know, injection mould thing. Really quite cool. So it's nice, clean, lovely, almost new Lego for the fact that it's 30 years old. So yeah, barrels, fences, barrel studs, and all the sort of like interesting parts, horses. These are all the minifigures that I had with it. And this is the castle. And randomly, I do seem to have this. So that must be the only part of the pirate set, because it did come, if you've watched my last video, you'll know what this is. So the job lot came with this, but there are no signs of any of the pirate Lego with this. But I have most of the stuff to complete another one of them, so I will be heading into doing that. There are so many base plates in here. This is all the base plates that came with the job lot, so there should be more than I'm looking at. It did also come with this, but there's not nearly enough there. I have just had this set with the instructions, so obviously I just put it together and sold it. How frustrating is that? I could have like had it boxed with instructions, but never mind, these things happen. So I'll be putting this together. This £120 without instructions. You're talking a lot more if you've got the box and the instructions, but I don't have the instructions for this, despite the fact that I had all these nice instructions. It didn't have that one. How annoying. those bits there next to my television are all my castle and pirate spares. So I've got spares to dig into with that. Although I do have a whole load of the minifigures, which is a good thing because it will help. Now, this is one of the things that this is why I get annoyed with other people who, oh yeah, look at the money you can make on Lego. There's a difference between people who know what they're doing with Lego and people who don't. One of the most important things that you need to look at when you're selling Lego is the fact that you get splits under the arms and on the sides of the torsos. So to a Lego collector, that is one of the most important things, the conditions of the arms. If you really want to get into reselling Lego, I would suggest that you follow Leg Bros. They are American, but they really know their stuff. You know, they're the ones who taught me to always check these torsos and underarms. So there's a little bit of damage there, but I think it's just dirt. But you'd be surprised how many of these are always split there, and it means that the hands fall out. It's really common. You know, so I'm probably being a bit negative about this Lego. However, it's in such good condition. It's new. It doesn't have any teeth marks. I repeat, there are no teeth marks on this Lego. It's like a dream. So I can't moan. I cannot moan. That wasn't with it. That's a spare that we need for this set. But I knew that I had it. I knew I had it knocking around. These guys weren't with it. I've just fished them out of my spares. You see, these have probably got damage on the arms. That one, it's got no hands, so it's probably got damage. No, it hasn't. So this is why I'm fairly confident that I will be able to pull everything together for this. I don't have the Velux windows in black though. Annoying. So these two here are some of the things that I did yesterday. So neither were complete. This one was missing that, and in actual fact this one didn't have that, but I had two of these in spares already. So there was something else as well that was missing. Yeah, the frying pan I think was missing, but I had that. So going through my spares bags, I have been able to complete both of these. I've just been digging through my spares for this. I need to get a car base, obviously. I need to get a car base, but I'm pretty confident that I'll have these things. Yeah, another thing. This didn't have the post box, but I have got so many of these post boxes. You wouldn't believe it. They're all plain ones. But I've got another one there. I think there's another one knocking around. So these two sets here both needed post boxes, so I've been able to do them. So hopefully it'll bring the levels down in my spares, which are taking over. I was missing a base plate as well, which I had in my spares for that. So it's, you know, I'm going to get there and I'm going to do it fast. This is not going to be sat here forever. I am going to crack on with this today because there's no way that I'm having all of this under my feet. The other weird thing is that's the only space indication that I've got. Now, bearing in mind that there's actually 4 of those sculpted baseboards. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh, where's they gone? Oh, they're over here. The sculpted ones are here. Sorry. So I have 4 of these sculpted base plates. Obviously I needed 1, but it's a bit weird that there's no spares in with all of this. Thankfully these tessellate nicely together. But yeah, how peculiar that they were in there without what I need for them. But never mind. These, I think you can sell these for about £10-15 on their own. So even if I don't need them, I can get rid of them. Right, I'm going to carry on, and the next thing you'll see is what I'm putting together. I'm in a position now where I can get on with some of these sets. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, which are complete. I have got this one, which is complete, which I can put on. It's very similar to this set here. So that one's 8.16, this one's 9.70. So I can also test this one with the battery pack that I've got. The battery pack itself, I think it fetches about £15, but I'm going to keep it because I need it to test these things. So these two sets, which are, you know, decent £40 to £50 sets, I think conservatively, I'm not complete on these two. I've got a list of things which I'm missing on both, which I just put on a post-it. So I'll probably be able to complete these in due course. And then I've got a load of instructions there. These two I've actually got listed on eBay without the instructions, so I'm just going to add them to those listings. And then I'll probably look into them because I've probably got a few of them. However, these things I can actually put together. So the whole job lot, I spent £120 on it. So what you're seeing here, just with these ones which I can assemble and put on eBay now, I'm looking to get £300 back on it. So my investment will be back with this one, which is, I'm sure you can see with the shields and things that are in there, it is going to be a castle. I can't remember what year it was. These are all like late 80s, early 90s. This is one that I've never had. I mean, obviously, it wasn't played with that much because some of the things are still in the packaging that they came with. I've had to use my own spare parts, which I had for this, but I didn't have to use many. So I've got loads of these walls, which I've sold before, probably undersold them because the prices, the money that you're getting for these is going up and up by the moment. So I've got that one I can put together. I think I've got a few odd bits which I'm missing. You know, like accessories and really, you know, things that don't even matter. So 120 without instructions. With the instructions, you're looking at 150. But 120 is fair enough for that. So then, well, actually, I'll look at this one because this looks very nondescript. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything fantastic, but this is called the Weetabix House. So there's brand new ones of these, obviously sealed in boxes, is always very desirable, which I've sold for around £300. It's very hard to gauge what this is actually going to sell for. I'm thinking it's going to be around £50. I have had to colour sub the base of the car and the roof bit. I have no idea. I think I've gone with white, so I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference because you can see there it's not going to make any difference. The only thing that'll make a difference is the sunroof being white, but you know, never mind. I really don't know if I'm going to get 50. Might be 40. I'm going to put it on for 50 and see what happens because I just don't know. And then a similar house here. So I'm missing some of the stickers, as in the stickers on the Velux windows, and there's no pattern on a cupboard that was with there. And yeah, there was one of these longer slopes, which I think I've just put 2 types of slope in. It's not going to make any difference to have the overall look of it. £30 to £40 this one fetches. This is the hospital. It's called the emergency treatment room. I had this one when I was a kid. I really like this. I've had this set and done it a few times now. So this, I've made one substitution of a little dish that's on some sort of hospital equipment, and obviously there's no instructions for it. I'm looking at £40 on this. That's based on the fact that I don't have the instructions. And this one, obviously a post office. This one is going to get me £20. It's nothing missing on that one. This one, can't find any comparables. When you put 544 in, it comes up with a Star Wars set. This would be 1980 probably. It's just when they started to get the more modern pieces in it, but it might well be like late 70s. It's just a basic construction set. I'm thinking I'm probably only going to get £10 for it because it is really basic. I may even be able to just put that into one of these large letter things because there's hardly anything to it, which is a bonus for me if I'm posting. Same with that, that'll probably fit in a large letter. So this is a garage. I've got other stickered parts for this. I'm surprised I haven't previously done this set, but I think it's probably because of the garage doors that I haven't done it before. But again, £20 to £30, based on the fact that I've got original instructions. And then this one is a burger stand. Oh, this one's 25 to 30. This is based on the comparables that are around, you know, now. I think the thing is the prices of Lego sets, they do go up at Christmas, so I've got to bear that in mind. But I'd also just like to start getting my money back on this because I've had a lot of investment in this. But obviously, yeah, what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at getting £300 just on these sets. So I'm going to put these together now, and, you know, in due course, I'll get them together. So that'll be another £100 with that. That'll probably be 10 to 20 on that. And then whatever I can put together on that. So yeah, this is a success. So yeah, it goes to show, doesn't it? It's all right to invest. I was a bit worried about this one, but I'm going to get these put together now.